Hi, I'm Anand.
And I'm Luisa.
We are the Twilight Explorers.
The question that we get most often is, how did you two meet?
We are going to tell our fascinating story in this special limited series called Pen Friends. My father had a friend next door, Jai Krishna Amin. They used to call him Bachubai. He had a pen friend in Germany. My interest was that he must be getting letters and must be getting stamps from these pen friends and all. So I used to collect the stamps from Bachubai and all, and that had actually originally, that was the thing that was started my interest in pen pal, because Bachubai had already started giving me a lot of stamps. And what happened was one summer when I came back from my outing to a different town, and I went to collect stamps, and that window was closed, completely shut down and closed down. I went again next day, and it's still not there. So basically then I took all the courage to knock on the main door, and I knocked, and the mean lady opened the door and all. What is it? I said, Mr. Bachubai. I said, where is he? He said, well, he's already left. I said, where did he go? He says his pen friend from Germany came and they got married and he left. First guy who got me interested in pen friend. He married his own pen friend and he had gone away to Germany. Being in India in that time, you're talking about this is in 60s, and hearing that somebody got married, not only just to another caste like my parents had done or another, but way far away into a faraway land, was something revolutionary. He said, wow. I think that's stuck with me, and I wonder if subconsciously it had any effect on what happened later on. Yeah, so Yogini, basically she's my cousin, my mother's youngest brother's daughter. She said there's a place in Finland called International Youth Service, and she gave me a form and said just fill it up and you can get different pen friends. You have to basically say what kind of interest you have: stamp collection, coin collection, feather collection. And of course, another reason was to make friends, to know about different countries and improve your English. She gave me the form and I filled it up.
Eugenie is the pen pal of Helen. And so I keep on bugging Helen. I said, you need to ask Eugenie for a pen pal. He said, yeah, I'm bugging him. But he said he's going to ask her cousin.
In summer of 1970, I was in Mumbai, and Yogini says, here, my friend in Philippines. And in those days, I didn't even know that there's a country named Philippines. We used to call it Philippines. Yogini is the one who basically said, you have to have this pen pal. And I said, I already have 12. You must write to this girl. I said, but I don't want another pen friend. I already have 12. And she said, no, you have to do this and you have to write it. And I like my cousin so much. I said, okay. So I accepted my 13th pen friend from Philippines. And number 13 has been very, very lucky in my life all the way through.
And I was like very, very happy and excited. Anand's letter to me first time, he sent his picture. I said, I told Helen, look, he's good looking. The reason originally why I like the Indian guy in the street where I go and pass through my school, there is this movie. The American actor is Jay North and the Indian actor is Sajid Khan. It's called Maya. It's very famous. Actually, it's a TV series. And I start watching it.
In first letter, by mistake, I think she had put a picture of a guy who was a European guy. And later on I found out his name was Ed Finland. And we are all confused in the home. They say that this girl is from a country named Philippines. Philippines people are not so white looking with a European face and long hair. To be honest, even...
Because you didn't read my letter. I said, this is my favorite singer. He's from Australia.
We like some of the other things she sent, some very cute papers and feathers and all. Something like in her handwriting itself, you get some feeling. It's amazing that the way her handwritings were and all. As time went by, my whole family started that amongst all the pen pals. Yeah, she was the most interesting in the way she wrote, her style of writing. What became a big issue was her second letter, because in her second letter, she mentioned that she is part Chinese. And India and China had a huge war in 1963, and it was a bloody war. So in family, we had a long discussion and all. He says, could this be? Because Chinese are very, very smart people. So who knows, they might be trying to get some spy through a country named Philippines into India. My mother and my father and I talked about, say, why would they have a spy coming through a country named Philippines into India, and for a young kid, what they're going to get out of it and all. Her both first letter and the second letter seemed very interesting and all. So we said, well, it's worth taking a chance, and we took the risk of continuing the friendship and all. It's the second letter that she sent the picture. skinny lady and all, and in a short skirt, I think only thing I liked her because of her beautiful writing and what she wrote. There's always something in her letter. There'll be some nice beautiful feather or a coin or some nice piece of paper with questions and all.
And I will mail, for example, I'll dry some flowers. So then I send it to him. I said, look, this is the flower that always stay fresh.
It's so different than other 12 pen friends I had. My family started liking her so much too. It was all about her, and of course her face is also very cute. Her letters, she wrote personal stories about people she meets or the places she reads about. It's just that her letters were not just very informal type, but more like it told stories that you connect with the stories and all. That when she's describing, I did this with Alan, or I went. You feel like you were there. You were there, watching that scenery. She has so much tremendous fascination for India and type of places she finds out in India to watch and see so many of them I never thought of. How much it has enriched learning about Filipino culture and Chinese culture.
In Philippines, we have this autograph. We called it autograph. You put your name, you put the address, you put what your liking is, what you plan to do in life.
What your favorite people, what's your favorite singer.
And he told me that, I wanted to see you one of these days. I said,
I think we really found each other's letters very interesting, So within a year or two, she sent me this sheet. So one of the questions was, what would you do if you ever get in life a paid vacation? Where will you go? And who will you go to see? And you're teenagers, you want to little flirt and all. That if that happens, I will come to Philippines to see you.
Thank you for watching part 2 of Pen Friends. Stay tuned for the next chapter in our story in this limited series.
If you are new here, welcome, subscribe, and see you next time.